Warning. Warning.
This show contains mature content. Listener discretion is advised.
Are you ready to get your mind blown?
One angry New York City Puerto Rican decided to start a radio show, determined to piss the world off by shoving a mirror in front of society's face. He kicked them in the balls.
What are you? Who are you?
This is the Crotch Shot Radio Show. Crotch Shot Radio Show.
This is not a test. This is a broadcast transmission.
We're going to stay on the air.
And now, Louis B.
Welcome to the Crotch Shot Radio Show, where we kick the issues in the balls. We are on an active war against bullshit. We would do anything and everything to expose bullshit. The ends sometimes justify the memes. So if you're angry and want the truth exposed, then strap in and prepare to be shocked. This is Smash Mouth Talk. If you can't accept that, then fuck off. I'm your host, Louis B. I takes no bullshit from nobody. I actually expose the bullshit of society and chop it up into easy-to-digest chunks for you. Today will not be any different. Today is going to be part one of a series that I'm working on. The Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez deception. I know that title is played out. I know. But she seems like such a darling for she's the darling of the Democratic Party. She's everywhere. She is being pushed. In 2018, a young fresh-faced Latina from the Bronx came out of nowhere. She is being hailed as the new face of the Democratic Party after vanquishing Queen's Party boss Joe Crowley. She is a Bernie bro, sharing a lot of his Democratic Socialist platforms. Basically, Bernie passed on the torch to her. She's been in the news a lot lately, but I'm just going to run down a lot of the shit that we know so far. Basically, I just want to make this a series so that way people can refer to it. And I might even just make a blog post on Medium about it, just to compile everything into one mega article. So far, when I started I'm not even done with the amount of research I've been doing. I'm not even done. So I she has so much on her. I mean, I probably have 4 or 5 pages right now, and there's still room for more. In fact, more shit just happened today, but I'm gonna get to that later. In fact, before I get started, since it's still technically Black History Month, I want to play this song. It's an auto-tuned speech from Martin Luther King. It is called "The King Speaks" on the Crotch Shot Radio Show.
Let us rise up tonight with a greater readiness. Let us stand with a greater determination. And let us move on in these powerful days of challenge, to make America what it ought to be. We've got some difficult days ahead, but it really doesn't matter with me now, because I've been to the mountaintop, and I've looked over, and I've seen the promised land. I may not get there with you, but I want you to know tonight that we as a people will get to the promised land. I'm not worried about anything, I'm not fearing anything. Mine eyes have seen the glory of the coming of the Lord. 1960, students all over the South started sitting in at lunch hours, and I knew that as they were sitting in, they were really standing up for the best in the American dream, and taking the whole nation back to those great wells of democracy, which were dug deep by the founding fathers in the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution. We've got some difficult days ahead, but it really doesn't matter with me now, because I've been to the mountaintop, and I've looked over, and I've seen the promised land. But I want you to know tonight that we as a people will get to the promised land. I'm not worried about anything, I'm not fearing anything. Mine eyes have seen the glory of the coming of the Lord. 1962, the Negroes in Albany, Georgia, decided to straighten their backs up. And whenever men and women straighten their backs up, they are going somewhere, because a man can't ride your back and listen to it. 1963, black people in Birmingham, Alabama, aroused the conscience of this nation, brought into being the Civil Rights Bill. Later that year in August, I would try to tell America about a dream that I had. We've got some difficult days ahead, but it really doesn't matter with me now, because I've been to the mountaintop, and I've looked over, and I've seen the promised land. But I want you to know tonight that we as a people will get to the promised land. I'm not worried about anything, I'm not fearing anything. We've got some difficult days ahead, but it really doesn't matter with me now, because I've been to the mountaintop, and I've looked over, and I've seen the promised land. I may not get there with you, but I want you to know tonight that we as a people will get to the promised land. I'm not worried about anything, I'm not fearing any man. Mine eyes have seen the glory of the coming of the Lord.
That was The King Speaks. It was an auto-tune song done by Shmoyoho. I don't know if they still do auto-tune the news, but I kind of like that. It kind of makes it easy to like memorize his speech when you put it to song, give it a nice beat. You know, that should be done with a lot of stuff, a lot of famous speeches. Might help people to remember and keep it to heart. Anyways, back to Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. Her first thing is her backstory is a lie. She made a bit of a name for herself by claiming to be a girl from the Bronx. A report from the Daily Mail suggests that she lied about her working class roots. She actually grew up in Westchester County, which is a ritzy suburb of, well, it's a ritzy suburb. It's not even part of New York City. I don't know why they say ritzy suburb of New York City. It's an entirely different town. They pay separate taxes. They don't pay New York City tax unless they work in New York City. But because New York City has this residence tax, and then they ask if you made your money in Yonkers. We actually have an inside joke. Yonkers doesn't exist. It's Westchester County. Oh man, it pisses them off when you say that. Anyways, the outlet reports that Ocasio-Cortez's father chose to move the family to the suburb in 1991 because of the good school districts in the area, school districts which didn't exist in the Bronx. Ocasio-Cortez attended public school in Yorktown, where the homes sell for nearly $900,000. Jesus, I got the hiccups already. Jeebus. According to Trulia. In her official biography, however, Ocasio-Cortez claimed that she was born and raised in the Bronx and completely omitted her time in the ritzy upstate suburb. What's more, even though Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez claimed to be daughter of small businessmen and a mother who cleaned houses, her father, Sergio Ocasio-Roman, was born in New York City and was a prominent architect, having founded the firm Kirschman and Ocasio-Roman Architects PC. According to its Manta listing, the company boasted an annual revenue of $500,000 per year. Sergio Ocasio-Roman died from lung cancer in 2008. And actually keep that in mind, ladies and gentlemen, for later in the show, because we have even new shit coming out. In fact, as a teaser, remember when she first started, she says, I can't afford the rent. I can't afford to have an apartment in New York and in Washington. Keep that in mind, and keep that in mind of her father passing. Coming soon. Her mother, meanwhile, confirmed the family's move to Westchester County in her own interview with the New York Times, and said that it was her mother, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez's grandmother, that cleaned homes in Puerto Rico, not her. Oi. Like, already. In fact, Ocasio-Cortez won several science competitions in high school and was on the dean's list at Boston University. After college, she founded a children's book publishing company that sought to portray the Bronx in a positive light. Keep that in mind of her. Also, keep that in mind of her. Her being a business owner of a children's book company. Anyways, 2017, Thievery at the Bar. When she worked at a taco and tequila bar, one waitress has a bad memory of working with Ocasio-Cortez. As Cortez tended bar during the very busy Cinco de Mayo celebration in 2017. At the end of the night, when it came time to split the $560 in tips she had gotten at the bar, Ocasio-Cortez gave the waitress only $50. After the waitress complained to her manager, her take was doubled to $100, a source said. This shows how much of a socialist she is. Forcible redistribution of wealth. The true nature of socialism is not to help workers. It is to control wealth and only benefit the top. Her being the top. Like honestly, and it also goes to the point where I keep saying when I talk shit, well, not shit, but when I spoke out against socialists, they are socialists and a lot of progressives and leftists. They are very generous with other people's shit. What's yours is ours, and what's mine is mine. Ain't that some shit? Can I get an amen? In any case, if you guys want to call in, I got the number open. In fact, message me, send me a text message at 347-927-6824, and I'll call you right back. Because for some reason, every time I get a call, it's not coming through. If you guys want to, I got the Discord open. If you guys want to call in there, it is the Crotch Shot Radio Show chat. I guess do a search. Shout out to number 6. He made me a kick-ass banner. As soon as he gives me the deets on how to. Oh, number 6. Oh, okay. It's Howard from EV Radio. I just looked up. Okay. Yeah, he made me this kick-ass banner. Again, go to crotchoutradio.blogspot.com and his link is there. Give him a listen over there. He's been on the show many times in the past and recently. So, thank you, Howard. Wow. So, 347-927-6824. Go on Discord. And I also got the Skype going. And that's Skype at Crotch Shot Radio. So give me a call. However you're listening. And smash that like button. Thank you kindly. Thank you kindly. So. How else? What else? Oh, wait. I'm like, why am I trying to guess what else to talk about when I have all the fucking thing right here? Jesus. So, yeah, she doesn't believe in the redistribution of her wealth, just your wealth. Next one, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, the business owner, versus AOC, the Democratic Socialist. Ocasio-Cortez. I'm not even gonna say her full name. I'm just gonna call her Cortez because I'm not gonna keep saying Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. Alexandria, no, fuck that. Cortez appeared to have a different outlook on capitalism and taxes in 2012 when she was running a business of her own. Brook Avenue Press Incorporated publishing firm for children's books set in the Bronx. As a business owner, she came out in support of a bill that would provide tax deductions for business startups costs, arguing that taxes directly impacted her business profits. Aww. Keep that in mind. Let me read that for you guys again. Arguing that taxes directly impacted her business profits. You don't really make a profit in your first year, Cortez told the now defunct DNA Info when she was 22. To get taxed on top of that is a real whammy. Cortez was a member of the Sunshine Bronx Business Incubator, a city-sponsored business hub that attracted dozens of entrepreneurs trying to get their businesses off the ground. You see huge return on your investment here, Cortez told New York Daily News of her involvement with the business incubate. People pay $500 here an hour for consulting that we get for free by the water cooler. During her time in the business world, the self-proclaimed socialist tweeted out multiple articles by Paul Graham, an English-born entrepreneur and venture capitalist. She even gave entrepreneurial talks at Boston University, her alma mater, where she touted her partnership with the Sunshine Bronx Business Incubator, designing entrepreneurial curricula for those interested in launching their own enterprises. Her primary interests were in entrepreneurship and developing innovative, healthy, enterprising communities for generations to come, according to her speaker page on Boston University's website. Cortez talk of the values of entrepreneurship, profits, and lower taxes in 2012 are antithetical to the values she now espouses as member of the Democratic Socialists of America, an organization that marches the streets calling for the abolishment of profit. So basically, she was a failed business owner. Her shit didn't get off the ground, and she blamed everyone else but having a shitty product that no one wanted. That's basically it. Like, look, when I do this show, I try to improve to get new listeners. It just makes sense. You upgrade, you do better, you put in extra hours in preparing. You try to make it as funny as possible. Like me, I did a hell of amount of research. Well, okay, no, not a hell of amount. Let me calm down. But to prepare for this show, I gotta wear many hats because it's just me. I'm doing it on a shoestring budget. No, don't cry for me, Argentina. You know what I mean. You know, I haven't made a profit yet. I'm hoping soon to make at least a $1 profit. I mean, I'm working to just try to break even. That's my goal. God damn, I hate when my nose stuffs up. Ocasio-Cortez now rails against laws that cut taxes for businesses, such as the tax reform bill signed into law in December, which has been widely praised by small businesses. She claims the tax savings produced by the bill could have paid for health care and free public college for every American. The enterprising capitalist turned socialist is now being touted by high-ranking Democrats as the future of the party. Now fast forward to February of this year, and newly elected AOC goes against Amazon, criticizing the deal they made with New York City that would have given Amazon $3 billion in tax incentives. This was from Fox News. Cortez celebrated the tanking of the deal by fellow Democrats, in which Amazon promised to build a new headquarters in Long Island City, New York, right next to her congressional district. Amazon's departure cost the city between 25,000 to 40,000 new jobs. Forget the tech workers whom Amazon would have employed. Gone are all the unionized construction jobs to build the headquarters, as well as the thousands of jobs created by all the small businesses, restaurants, bodega, dry cleaners, and food carts that were preparing to open or expand to serve Amazon employees. They are devastated by Amazon's withdrawal. True, because when this deal tanked, I listened to 1010 Wins, which is all news, all the time on, AM radio 1010. And, they were interviewing all the small businesses that were around the new site. They were actually looking forward to all the new extra business, the high traffic that would have came, and either ordered food for lunch from all the workers that would have been there. I know when I used to work, I would go to the barbershop near the place after work. I would patronize the food spots. I would patronize Midtown Comics that were there after work. I would just get the comics. In fact, it was funny when I went. Side note before I go back to this. When Superior Spider-Man came out, in fact, the last Amazing Spider-Man before Dr. Octopus took over Peter Parker's body. In fact, when that happened, when it was like Peter Parker was killed off essentially because he got transferred into Doc Ock's body, and I bought that comic and I read it and I was like, son of a bitch! Nah, fuck that! Fuck that! And then they were like, yo, what's wrong? And I was like, read this shit. And the comic went all up and through the building, and all the guys had a fucking discussion on that bullshit. It's like, fuck, what? So Doc Octopus is now Spider-Man? Fuck that shit. Anyways, back to what I was saying. I'm just laughing at the reactions, like, fuck that shit, bullshit. They dicks for that. And then the only time that reaction ever happened again was at Avengers: Infinity War. At the end, it's like, fuck that, nah, son, fuck shit. This bullshit. They fucking dicks for that. They dicks for that. How they gonna end it like that? How they gonna end it like that? This is New York. But anyways, back to the article. Ocasio-Cortez was not disturbed at all. We were subsidizing those jobs. God. Like, honestly, look, say what you will about Amazon, but look, at this point, like, I'm at the point where I'm like, you know what, Walmart, open up over here. Open up in New York City. Like, let's just cut the bullshit. First of all, they opened 2 Targets in my neighborhood. I shop at Target a lot. Because at the end of the day, the whole economics of it, like where you could get a loaf of bread, which normally at a supermarket sells for like $3, $3 to $4. You go to Target, they're charging $1.34 for it. You could get a box of pasta for $1. You could get pasta sauce, which is delicious, for $1.50 a jar. You could get some ground beef for like $4. Oh well, $3.99, $3 something a pound. Like, you know, you get water, a jug of water for like under $1, like a gallon thing of water. Like, it just makes sense. It just makes sense economically, and plus, yeah, they bring jobs. It brings tons of jobs, and you know what? That Target is constantly packed. Constantly packed. They opened the Trader Joe's. It's constantly packed. So at this point, fuck it. Open some more Walmarts. Open some more Costco's. Open some more. Fuck it. Let's cut this shit out, because you know what? We're pricing out all these mom and pop shops with all these over regulating tax incentives, or these high rents. Like, fuck it. At this point, fuck it. New York has already priced everyone out. Alexandria is just gonna make everything worse for everybody. I know I just sound like I contradicted myself, but like fuck it. But oh Jeebus. I really So, anyways, I'd like to thank everyone for listening. Just please click that like button. I'm gonna take a quick break because I gotta take care of this fucking stuffed up nose because I can't really fucking breathe now. Sure, I'm gonna play some Section 8 Cartel and I forgot what it's called. But anyways, here it goes. Oh, I found what I needed.
Wash 'em out with disinfectant.
Section 8 Cartel with their song I Found What I Needed on the Crotch Shot Radio Show, where we kick the issues in the balls. And right now we're kicking Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez in the ding ding. Oh goodness. Like, this woman so far has been making so many gaffes, you know, and she's still the darling. Like, it just shows the hypocrisy. It shows the double standard. Because if Trump was making these same stupid mistakes, they would crucify him. Yet they have to lie on him. They have to make up all this shit. They have to make something out of nothing. Like, I was having a discussion with my neighbor while I was washing some clothes, because today's cleaning day. And I don't like to live in a stinky place. And I hate dirt. I don't need to fucking justify myself to you why I clean. Fuck you. Don't judge me. So anyways. You know, he's like, oh, he cheated on his wife. So fucking what if he cheated on his wife? That's between him and his wife. Mind your motherfucking business. It's like, oh, all the things to be upset at Trump about. It's like, whatever. But anyways, with her, I mean, the shit that we got going on with her. In fact, let me get back to this whole Amazon thing. You know, Cortez was disturbed at all. We are subsidizing these jobs, she said. Frankly, if we were willing to give away $3 billion for this deal, we could have invested $3 billion in our district ourselves if we wanted to. We could hire out more teachers. We could fix the subways. We could put a lot of people to work for that amount of money if we wanted to. No, you can't. Cortez does not. No, you can't. Cortez does not seem to realize that New York does not have $3 billion in cash sitting around waiting to be spent on her socialist dreams. Like, I forgot who made this point, but like when a store has a sale and they're like, you know, they're offering 50% off a product, they're not giving you 50% of that price to you. It is 50% you don't have to pay. It's 50% off the price. And you know what? Most city governments and towns do that to attract more business. This just makes sense. I'm sorry, like, especially taxation and stuff. But, you know, if you want to attract, you end up getting more revenue. If you offer people, hey, come in, here, you'll get 50% off the tax bill for the first, like, 3 years. Company sees tax savings. They could use that. They could either use that money to reinvest in the community, get more jobs, and ultimately, hey, they earn more money, and then they'll start paying taxes again. But they're still paying an amount of tax to the city, which is more than they were getting before. It's like, how else would you entice a big business to come to your area to set up shop? There's no other way. New York City has they have the talent. We got the talent here. We got the amount of people. And again, this is not just tech jobs. These are probably security, janitorial, I guess food handling if they have food, if they will have food service in there. New jobs would have been created, which means those people would have been paying taxes. I mean, anyways, back to this article here. As New York Mayor Bill the douchebag explained, the Amazon deal would have produced $27 billion in new tax revenue to fuel priorities from transit to affordable housing, a $9 ninefold return on the taxes the city and state were prepared to forego with to win the headquarters. Unlike Ocasio-Cortez imagery, $3 billion slush fund, the real money that actually could have been used to hire teachers, fix subways, and put people to work. With Amazon leaving New York, that $27 billion leaves with its genius. Genius. In fact, hold on. Let me see if I can find this. Let me find this. Let me see if I can find this clip from Black Panther. Should he? I can't find it. Fuck it. So, anyways. Genius. You know, yeah. When she owned the business, she didn't want to pay taxes. Now that she's a Miss fucking socialist, she screwed everybody trying to fucking when virtual signaling goes wrong. Crispy, that fucking burnt bitch. Thank you. Speaking about her victim mentality, in fact, this just in, Jack Posobiec actually got into a Twitter war with her. In fact, hold on, let me play this video. Let me play this.
So this is a weird evening. I'm sitting home.
Whoops.
Doing my Twitter, and apparently a sitting congresswoman.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Oh.
Has decided to falsely accuse me of being a person that's in a restaurant earlier tonight. I got people calling me while I'm on Periscope. And they know not to do that. When I've got the evidence right here, Congresswoman. I've got the evidence right here. You want to know who your stalker is? You want to know who the person is that was stalking you? Right here. His name is Caleb Hull. All right, this was tweeted out. This was posted earlier. Yeah, just want to let you know, ma'am, Congresswoman, you're not right about this. I don't know if this is like an all white people look the same kind of thing to you, but you're just wrong, right? You're just blatantly wrong. And in fact, you're actually attacking somebody. You're actually attacking Poso. When Poso posted a meme right here, I'm making fun of the person who was stalking you. I'm actually siding with you on this. But apparently you don't understand the situation that you're in enough to understand that Poso is actually siding with you on this one, because people who go out to have dinner, you know, don't need to be stalked, all right? Not about that. Been in D.C. for a few years now. Ain't never been about that. But to accuse me of this when I'm actually kind of on your side on this one, it just shows that you don't have a sense of humor, number one. You don't understand satire, and you don't understand how the real world works or how reality works. So let me break it down for you. This person, Caleb Hull, posted a picture of you. This is the one who was stalking you. This person looks nothing like me. Okay? This person is a completely separate, young, not, obviously not very experienced individual. So actually what's going on here is you are the one who's harassing me while I'm home with my family, while I'm home with my wife, my young son who's sleeping in the next room.
Yep.
Okay. So I don't know what your issue is here. Maybe you're a little triggered because Chakrabarti there was eating a hamburger in front of you, and I know that, somebody eating a hamburger in your presence is probably, it's going to be a little triggering. I know it's going to be a little triggering. I know you're upset right now. I know. And look, Congresswoman, I'm flattered. Poso is very flattered. But
Poso!
Married man. I'm a married man, Congresswoman. I'm a married man. I'm afraid I'm spoken for. But that doesn't mean that just because we've gotten out to the wrong foot here, just because you've gone and done something so blatantly wrong and inaccurate and just false, really, you're spreading conspiracy theories, you're peddling in falsehoods, you're trafficking in lies.
Speaking of which, while I'm on Jack Versovic's Twitter playing this video, I see the beautiful Savannah Hernandez, follows him. And, I want to marry Savannah. That's it. That's all. Back to the video.
And disinformation, and I forgive you. I forgive you. I don't know why you're so obsessed with me. I don't know why you're... I kind of feel like you're catcalling me right now.
With me?
I kind of feel like you're catcalling me right now.
Catcalling.
But I'm not interested in a debate, so I don't know why you're catcalling me right now. If you want to have a dialogue, if you want to have a conversation...
Let me explain that reference he made, because, this goes with, she just needs to be a victim. She needs it. She loves it. Because when she first came out, in fact, this is from Town Hall, and I'll go back to Jack's video. Conservative commentator Ben Shapiro had a modest request of Cortez. Let's have a debate. It would pit the rising left-wing darling of the Democratic Party versus one of the leading voices in the conservative movement. Debates shouldn't be strange to either party. Shapiro has debated liberals, even most diehard casts of America's college campuses. Cortez debated Republican Representative Joe Crowley, a top Democrat, who she challenged and beat in an upset primary challenge. What's the harm? It's a battle of ideas, right? Yeah, it's not. And and of course, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez accused Ben Shapiro of catcalling her. It's like, oh, I don't have to debate you. This is some form of catcalling. Like, bitch, bitch, please. Like, I'm sorry. It gets fucking ridiculous. Anyways, if you guys want to call in, the number is 347-927-6824. Please text, and I will call you back. In fact, let me see if I got any texts. No text yet. Okay. I'm also on Discord. Just look for the Crack Shot Radio Show Discord. Or you could hit me up on Skype, which is Crack Shot Radio. So add me, call me, and if you want to get in on the conversation. So, yeah, so she goes and accuses Ben Shapiro of catcalling her because he challenged her to a motherfucking debate. Like, this is how... I'm not gonna try to bash women because of her behind her, but this is the type of thing. This is just a tactic. I don't believe she really felt that she was catcalled. She just, and this is my theory. This is a conspiracy theory, if you will. Most of her ideas, if not all, are not her own. She is a puppet. It's just like obvious to me that she is a puppet because of the times that she's been wrong. The times that I've heard that she has handlers. I think she's being fed this. She is just a puppet. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. This is just the feeling I'm getting. So, anyways, back to Jack Versobic.
We can do so, and I'd be happy to. You can come on to One America News. We're located right in Washington, D.C. Happy to sit down and actually have a conversation rather than you catcalling me out on your Twitter account. I know you're upset about the hamburger. I know you're upset. I know this is, the cow farts. You're just
cow farts.
You're just thinking about those cow farts.
Cow farts.
Think, how many cow farts went into that hamburger?
Yep, in your mouth.
How many cow farts? I'm sorry. And I know that you're very triggered by that hamburger. But, we can do better. We can take this mistake, this grossly and, very embarrassing mistake on your part.
On your part.
And work to build a better bridge between the sides. Build a better bridge.
A bread line bridge.
Between the left and the right. So, look, Congresswoman, you made a mistake. You stepped in it.
You basically.
It's not the first time you've done so, and it's probably not going to be the last.
It really isn't.
Because we'll be here to point out your mistakes.
Yep.
Poso Patrol,
yep.
That's my group.
Poso!
We'll be here every day to let you know when you've made those mistakes, and we'll be there every day, if we can, to actually have a dialogue with you, because to be honestly, there's probably a lot of things, probably more than less, that we do agree on, right? I don't completely disagree with you on the Amazon stuff. I like the localist take that you had on that. I appreciate it. I appreciate you fighting for your constituents. I don't know why you felt like attacking me. I don't know why you felt like spreading lies about me. You see, the first step, Congresswoman, is admitting that you have a problem. Just admitting that you have a problem with the truth. And let's say, maybe, just maybe, that you have beef with me.
Beef?
Do you have some beef with me, Congresswoman?
Cow farts.
Is that it? You have beef with me?
Cow farts.
That's too bad.
Too bad.
That's too bad. But that's okay, because Poso is a forgiving guy. I'm a Christian. I'm a believer in Christ. Absolute believer in Christ. So I'll tell you right now.
He's going to have you meet your maker.
I'll tell you right now. We'll be there to hold you accountable on policy. We'll be there to hold you accountable on facts. We'll be there to hold you accountable on making America a better country for all people in it, because that's what matters, right? That's what we all want. We all want to live in a better country. We want to live in a country that doesn't have this censorship, that doesn't have this argumentative, combative nature. I'm not being combative right now. I'm being completely calm.
He's been a wise ass. Anyways, I got a tweet from Unibonger. He goes, in not too many years, AOC will be our president. I sincerely think she could win now, if not for the age limitation. you know what? I don't think she's going to be able to make it. Because the amount of bullshit she keeps involving herself in, the amount of mistakes she makes, I mean, she's making it like Tim Pool even made this point. She's making an ass out of herself. A complete ass out of herself, and the right is just gonna keep using this to make fun of her. And honestly, like in her short career, there's so much that could be used against her. It's not even funny. I mean, it's hilarious, but it would just be totally disgusting to like just too easy to destroy. In all honesty. So, oh man, tired. So, alright, should I do this? Should I save this for part 2? Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna save this this next shit that I got for part 2. It involves, just remember when the beginning of the show I said, keep in mind about the house in Westchester and her father passing away. Keep that in mind for next week. And yeah, so this will be part 2. Next week is part 2 of the Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez deception. I'd like to thank everyone for listening. This has been the Crouch Out Radio Show, and as always, from my house to your house. Mahalo.
That's the end of my show. Donk. Help the Crouch Out Radio Show grow and thrive by doing something you already do. Shop on Amazon. Amazon always has great deals for whatever you are looking for. From survivalists and riot gear to beanie babies. Next time you're going to shop at Amazon, use my link. The prices stay the same, but I get credit for the sale. Just go to tinyurl.com/LouisB and just shop normally, knowing that you're helping support the Crotch Shot Radio Show. That's tinyurl.com/LouisB.